Hello and welcome back. So in the previous video, we created a sample API, right? We need a sample API that we would eventually publish via the Azure API management portal, right? So we used the Logic app and we created a sample API that would take input of any language other than English and would return the response in English. We've used the Azure Translator APIs in the Logic app to translate the incoming text, right? So now that we have the sample API with us, let's go ahead and create the API gateway, right? So that's the first step. We would first create the API gateway, and in the next video, we would publish the sample API using the API gateway that we would create in this video, right? So let's quickly hop on to the Azure portal, right? So here we are on the Azure portal. Let's go to search and search for API management, right? So if you search for API, you would see that it gives you the option of API management services. Let's click on API management services. And here you can see I have one API management service that I've already created because once you create, it is going to take about half an hour to deploy the API gateway, right? So I've created the API gateway, but let's still go ahead and go through the entire process so that you can follow the same instruction and create your own API gateway, right? So let's click on new and let's select the resource group. I'm selecting CI 101, right? So the region, we'll leave it as East US, right? The resource name, this is the API gateway name, right? So I'm going to give it a name of Learn 362. Okay, and then the organization name, let's select Learn 360, and administrator email, you can use your own email as an administrator. I'm just going to continue using the email address that I've used to subscribe to the Azure portal. Okay, and in the pricing tier, so there are few different pricing tiers offered by Azure, right? And I would suggest you go through the comparison between all these four different tiers available. But just to briefly tell you, the developer tier is to be used only during the development, and it has all of the features and functionalities of the highest tier, right? That is the premium tier, right? So premium tier, they charge more for that, right? But it has all the bells and whistles under the API management you can ask for, and all of those functionalities are available in the developer tier, right? And then there is a basic tier, right? Basic allows you to create one API gateway, for example. Basic doesn't allow you to do a lot of things, but it's good enough for a sample or a basic organization that wants to use the API management for the internal purposes, and you can still use that for a professional purpose. But if you're actually building this for your employer or for your organization, right, you would rather go for the standard tier or the premium tier, right? They would give you a little more enhancements and some more flexibilities on using the API management. So for the purpose of this demo, let's continue using the developer tier, and let's go ahead and create. So here, let's review everything. We are using this subscription. This is the resource group. This would be the name of the API gateway that we would create, right? And obviously we are using the developer tier here. Let's go ahead and click on create. Okay, so now it's going to create the API gateway for us, right? And as I said, this is a lengthy process because it has to do a lot of things behind the scenes. So it is going to take a long time. but for the sake of saving time, I've already created the API gateway for the demo purpose, right? So let's go and hop onto the already created API gateway, right? So I'm going to go back to the home, and here I have the Learn 360 API management service, right? Let's click on that. Okay, so here, uh, obviously the user interface is quite friendly if you've started using Azure, right? So all of your properties and all of your settings are on the left pane. So let's start by navigating and let's see what all facilities we have here, right? So obviously we are on the overview right now, and you can see all of the details, how many APIs have been published. So there has been one API. So that's a sample API that is already published for us to review, right? And then how many users are there, and if there are any, if you have already set up your domain, right? If you use this in your production, you would want to set up your domain as well, right? So that would be somewhere here, right? And then here is your developer portal. If you recollect, we discussed about the developer portal, a portal that allows the developers all the resources and allows them to search for the APIs, see the API documentation, and test it for themselves, right? So let's go ahead and open the developer portal, right? So you can click here, or it's here as well on the top, right? Let's click on developer portal, and you can see, because I'm logged in as an admin here, right? It opened the developer portal, but also it opened in an editable mode. So now, when you're doing this for the first time, you would want to customize this developer portal, right? So as we've discussed in the previous video, the developer portal is completely customizable and ready to go portal. It's already created and deployed for you, right? All you need to do is just minor some changes to change the look and feel of the portal similar to your company's identity, right? So for example, you see here, this left panel here, this allows you to change almost everything in the portal, right? Let's start from the logo. So here the Contoso is the standard company by Microsoft, right? Let's go ahead and edit this, and let's see what it allows us to do, right? So okay, it's a picture, right? Let's click on the picture, and you want to use your company logo, for example. So you can upload your logo file, right? I have a logo of Learn 360. So let's select that logo, and there we go, it's done, right? So obviously this is not the correct logo file, but if you have your own company's logo, you can use that and make it look like your own portal, right? And then all of these buttons and everything, right? If you see, if you hover over any of these items, it would allow you to change things, right? And you can also use this left panel here to change a lot of things. Let's quickly review each of these things, right? So you can select which page you want to change, right? So there are a lot of pages, right? Here you can see. So if I want to open the API list page and then change that, so here is the API list page, right? I can change things on this page as well, right? I can change the look and feel. I can change the title or the details of this page, right? And then the second option is your media, so the logo, the background. The third option is the layout, right? So let's go to the home page layout, right? You can choose different type of layouts available for each page, or you can also add your own layout here, okay? And then we have the navigation, so the menu that we saw on the top, right? So you can change the navigations, you can change the listing of each of these detailed menu, right? And then there's some settings, you can change the favicon, and all of these details are easily updated right here, right? So as an admin, you are allowed to change everything on this developer portal, right? So let's close this edit mode, and let's open this developer portal in an incognito mode. so that we can see how a developer would be able to see this portal, right? So here is the portal that a developer would see, right? This is already published on the internet for your developers to use, right? So this is the developer portal, and in the next video, when we actually use this developer portal, we'll see how you can use it to test all of these APIs, right? All right, so here, this is the overview of the API gateway that we've created, right? And then let's come down to the APIs, right? Let's click on APIs. So here, this is where you publish all of your APIs, right? And we'll see this in great details in the next video. The products is what we spoke about during the introduction, when we said every API management tool allows you to monetize your APIs, right? So this is the way to monetize your APIs using this portal. So basically you package your APIs into different products, right? So as you can see, there are two products right now, a starter product and unlimited product, right? So let's click on starter. Let's see what's in there, right? So there's one API. The sample API has been added to this product right now. And if we go to the policies, this is where you customize, see here, it says the rate limit calls 5 and 60. So for every minute, you can only call this 5 times, right? And then the renewal period, right? So there are all of these details you can configure, and in the other product, maybe you might want to allow, let's say, 100 calls per minute, right? And you might want to create another product that might be a little more costlier to use, but then you can allow 1,000 calls a minute, right? So all of these settings you can define right here in the policies, right? And then the access control, who has access to which APIs and which product, right? And this is the products option basically, right? And then again, you can use this developer portal here tool to change a lot of things. And whenever you change anything in developer portal, you would want to go ahead and publish that so that your developer portal is updated, right? So now you see, I just clicked on publish and it published. So whatever changes we have made has been made available in the developer portal, right? So there are other settings and analytics and all the other options available here, right? I highly encourage you to go through each of them to see what they offer. But for the demo purpose, for the understanding purpose, these are the main options, right? You want to understand the overall API management here that has been set up for you, and APIs and products, right? And obviously there is a security as well, so you can use different type of securities, but we'll see that in the next video, right? So this was creating the API gateway in Azure, right? Make sure you follow this and make sure you're also creating your own API gateways, because in the next video we are going to publish the API that we've created, and we'll publish it via this API gateway, and we'll see how a developer can use that. See you in the next one. Thank you.